Hello there, everybody. Welcome to session 20 of Welcome to the Academy. I am, of course, your DM of Doom. Oops, all brands, because I rebranded myself, yo. Get it? Rebranded. And with me today we've got my lovely cast. We have got Charlie 182.0, we've got Gina Donahue, we've got Changeling Rogue, and we've got Just Dan. Now, it has been a wee bit, I think it's been like 2 weeks since we played, because I had honeymoon and stuff. Whoop, whoop. But I'm back now, and so we're going to get right into this. We're going to get right into our recap. But who is going to do the recap for us? Decisions. Anybody want to volunteer first off? We have a volunteer. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Gina. Take it away. What the fuck happened last session? What in the... What? But it's registering for me.
This is
So
what
yes,
Locke's gonna get.
unfortunately, I know.
It's because it did. So Streamlabs needed updated, and apparently when it needs updated, it decides that it deletes all my headphones and all that jazz off. Yeah, see, now we can hear now, because I do apologise for that, there, folks. Technical
Oh God, where did we
difficulties.
leave off?
It was after Achille and Rand when we were like leaving off, but I don't know if we're gonna restart that or not.
TLDR. Constantine and Aurora had a cute moment, then a not so cute moment. Then Constantine stole from her dad, and then was little bit pretentious to her dad, which is dangerous because her dad is Strad. Strad dad.
Strad.
But it worked out well. Eldwin and Kaladin definitely didn't spike punch, and are now going to try and hunt down the spouse of some powerful wizard who serves somebody called a librarian. Rista and Malekith went.
Achilles was trying to
that
do
was a
that.
kill. That was a Killian
Randuin.
Randuin. Sorry, because I'm trying to zoom through this very quickly.
Yeah.
This is why I do that in caps.
Mordekainen and the other wizards.
Yeah, that was it. Met Mordenkainen, who said, "Oh, don't pay attention to Elminster. He's a crazy person. By the way, do you know me?" Rista and
Hey, Magic Manners a great spell.
Rista and Malekith went and met Rista's dad, and Malekith revealed that he's kind of like the next in line of a very powerful family who serve the Raven Queen. And Rista was like, it would have been cool if you told me that. And he was like, well, in all fairness, I'm just meeting your dad. Sorry, Gina, please continue from there.
Yeah, that scene was fucking hilarious. Then Randuin and Achilea, they tried to find someone who was the servant of the spouse of the librarian. I don't know who that is, but everyone got a really weird look on their face, so I don't think that's very good. But luckily, they didn't find this person. Instead, Achilea and Randuin ran into this woman who claimed to be an alumni named Desamina. And she starts asking Achilea, "Oh, how was your year? What have you learned? What do you think about the professor?" And
Think of the headmaster.
what do you think of the headmaster? And then Achilea, in again true Achilea fashion, was like, "Why are you asking me?" And then Desamina says that I have a feeling you'll be important. Come and find me later. And Achilea immediately got the ick and decided that she was not to be trusted. Especially when Desamina, when she left, she picked up her necklace, talked into her mouth, talked into it, which was very bad. Anyway, Constantine went to Lucian to get advice about Aurora, and he basically said, "Dude, you need to fix this," and he did. He went and met Strahd, he went and met her father, and he didn't die. That's all I have on that. And after that, before we got all to the dancing, we have a cutscene. Should I even bring up the cutscene? We didn't even see it. We weren't there.
Yeah,
They weren't there. If you want to know the cutscene, go watch last episode. And of course, as Gina did just say there, we cut as everybody was about to get to the dancing. So I'm going to start with everybody's favourite thing to do, and I'm going to ask you all to roll me a performance check. Now, there is going to be a caveat to this.
Didn't we already roll last?
But I decided I'm going to do something fun with it. Okay?
Oh.
So
Whatever we do, can I please port over my nat 20 roll? Because I don't want to do that.
well,
again.
you're going to want to see what the first thing is, okay? Right. So I have the rolls that were made from the end of last session. I have those. But it also occurred to me that you guys have partners. And I'm assuming when dancing, one dances with one's partner.
I think
Perhaps.
that's
So I'm going to
That's
roll and
tedious at
see.
best.
So I'm going to roll and see how they do, and if they do roll well, for those who maybe rolled a little bit lower, it could work out as advantage. If your partner sucks and you rolled bad, I might give you disadvantage. So
Malekith said he was a good dancer, come on.
So Malekith does have performance, but he only has a charisma of 2. Sorry, 3. Charisma 3.
Not bad. That's not bad.
So let's see.
That's not bad.
Okay, cool. So that is a total of 18. So with that, and with your roll was fairly high, but I mean, you can always
I feel like a 19 or something.
You did, but you can always fish for the 20 if you want, so I will say with an 18 on that, that's enough to give you advantage there, if you'd like to fish for the nat 20.
Good. Rolling a performance check. Wait, didn't you give me advantage last time, or did you give me proficiency?
Proficiency I gave you.
Efficiency.
Yes, okay. So... that would be plus 3, that would be a 14.
Okay, cool. So your first roll is still going to come out as more than that, but
Yeah.
hey, you had the apart. What you're learning here basically is that you and Malekith cut quite a dashing figure on that dance floor. Let's go, Eldwin and Kaladin. How good is Kaladin at dancing? Let's see.
He's good at running.
Very good at running. Does not translate to dancing.
That's fine.
That is only a 14. I'm going to say that's just going to keep you at where you are. Let's say on that one, there's a lot of fun in your dancing. Might not be what anybody would say is going to win competitions at a ballroom thing, but Kaladin's having fun. Every now and again, he's spinning quite close to other dancers to see if it throws them off their game, while also giving you guys a bit more room to move. Let's go Randuin. While not proficient, high charisma. So let's see. Nope. You're just gonna stay right where you are.
Great.
The nerves have kind of seeped into him a little bit. The awkward standing around has kind of... He's still a little bit like, gods, I talked a really big game, but I have no idea what I'm doing. But he's trying his hardest. And let's go with this one. Aurora does have proficiency in performance and does have high charisma. So let's see where this goes. Okay. That's also going to be an 18. So that's going to be enough, Constantine, that you can use advantage if you would like to. Your last roll scraped the success. So you can choose to roll with the advantage, or...
I think he was given a nat 20
so
in that session as well.
It was, yeah. It was a retroactive nat 20, but it wasn't nat 20.
Okay, so the one thing I can't remember on that is, did we use the nat 20, or did we say we would keep the nat 20 for your next roll? Which
we used it because they specified it was for the dance.
Then
cut back to them.
They did do that. They sent a message. I do apologise, and in that case, we will just ignore that. Aurora kind of cuts a very fine figure of her own, but a great and amazing painting is only a painting without the frame to hold it. And a frame is what you are for this. You guys are technically perfect as you guys dance. Very natural as well. So I thought to myself I would roll for your dates, see how they influenced your dancing, and as I'm quite glad to see, they didn't all do much. So now we're going to move on to who do I want to start with? Do you know what? I do know who I want to start this with. Rista.
No. What do you want?
Well, nothing with that attitude.
Brandon, it's like you think that I want to play D&D. Why do you think I'm here?
You and Malekith step away from the meeting with your father. Where's Rista at with how that went?
I think she's kind of like still... I think that her parents have always had like what's the word? I can't think of the word, but like a I'm completely blank right now. I'm so sorry.
No, don't worry.
Like her family's her family makes her very like timid and very like self-conscious, and I think she's still a little in that. I think like maybe she was like a little bit more stiff in the dance than she usually is, and she's very self-aware and very self-conscious right now. Still very, very happily dancing with Malekith, but she's like a little less relaxed than she was before that conversation.
Okay. Make me an insight check, please.
It's an 8.
Okay. There's a bit of a moment as you're dancing. And Malekith is eventually going to give a little chuckle. And then he breaks the silence between you both. He says, "So your father is not at all entertained about the idea of being with me, huh?"
What makes you say that?
He's got a certain air about him when he speaks to you, you know?
Oh, he speaks like that with everybody.
My daddy does that too. Not usually a good thing when he does it, no?
It's an unfortunate thing we have in common, I guess. I hope you weren't offended.
I distance myself from that life and how my family is involved in it because of the reasons that I do not want people to think that I am like that. I'm going to make him roll something here very quickly, and my music just cut out there. I'm going to fix that, and then I'm going to roll something here because something quite interesting could happen here. Let's grab this dice for Malekith and let's make this little roll. Okay. He is going to be brazen today. Fantastic. That is what we like to see. He is going to, at the end of that, kind of stop, make that face as if you're considering saying something, and then he kind of makes a decision of, yeah, I'm going to say it. And then he says, "You put up a well manicured face, but it's good to see that deep down you're not like that."
I will be one day. Whether I want to or not. It's nice to see that you have a. It's nice to see that you have a goal of being different from your parents.
You think that because we are born to this kind of life, this kind of society, that we're gonna end up involved and behaving like they do?
I don't see a very different fate for me. What else am I to do?
He is. Yeah, fuck it. We're gonna lean into it. I'm gonna lean into the last roll. He's gonna stop and move off the dance floor. Not to like a secluded corner, just off to like the side where there's like, you know, not a lot of people, and then he's gonna cast Prestidigitation in his hand. And it's gonna be his magic always has like the kind of aura of necromancy around it. His family are involved with working with the Raven Queen, so it's that kind of like bluish green aura around it. Very Baldur's Gate 3 when you cast Speak with Dead, you know, the kind of greenish aura that it has. And it's going to be like a small effigy, ye big, of you. It's just going to go, "Anything you want, Shep."
Are you telling me to follow my dreams?
No, no. Dreams are fanciful things for making the day go by when it's a little bit hard. Your mind, that's where all your ideas stem from. That's where you decide what you want to do. That's where you make decisions. It's the same as people that say to follow your heart. I mean, your heart is a muscle which pumps blood through your body. It doesn't do anything other than that. But your mind. Follow your mind. Does it tell you that you want to do what they do?
Malekith, maybe, despite what I've just said, maybe our lives are more different than you are presuming. Maybe you have a courage to be different than your parents. Maybe you have I don't know, a drive, whatever you would call it. I don't see that happening for me. What else am I to do? Malekith, you've only really spoken to me for the past few days. Besides me and my father, what do you know about my life?
He puts his hands up. And he says, Pardon moi? Not my place. I get ahead of myself sometimes when I become comfortable. Not my place to speak.
I'm sorry.
Not for
Sore
you to
subject, I
apologize. It's a habit I have of growing comfortable and forgetting the social boundaries that are kind of taught. I will do better to keep my tongue for the rest of the night.
Who knows? Maybe you'll rub off on me.
Maybe you'll rub off on me. Who knows? But, how about, I had a step and a petty little dip into your life. I give you a free insight into mine. One question. Anything. Ask anything, I will answer. No lies. You have my word.
Anything at all.
Absolutely anything.
Why do you do magic? If you have this goal of being different from your family, why do you pursue necromancy?
That's such a fucking good one as well. That's such a good one. I practice necromancy because it goes against what my family do. My family are the wardens of the silent manor. They tend to the grounds and they ensure that the Raven Queen's followers and everybody who is within her realm and her domain, that they remain where they should be. The dead must stay dead. I believe that we can learn from the dead. You take a simple spell like Speak with Death. 5 questions. And then that is it. That trove of knowledge is gone. Forever. Picture what could be done if you can coax the soul. Form a bond. They gain a sense of the life that they once lived and lost. you gain the knowledge and experience of the life that they lived. My mother and father and brothers and sister, they would have that be scattered. They would have that be wasted, condensed to staying in the ground. I think that is ridicule. Ridiculous. We do not open a book and pick our 5 favorite chapters. So I coax the arcane while they pray to the divine.
So it sounds like within your own family, your magic is fairly unorthodox.
It is a petit revolution, but it is my rebellion.
I'd almost use the word forbidden.
And you would almost be right. But now, from this moment on, no more talk of family, no more talk of lives, except school. Oui?
Very preferable.
While I do find this song absolutely atrocious, I do not mind the partner. So, dance or refreshment?
Please, I always finish a dance.
And he will take you back onto the dance floor. Awesome, I like that. Well done on the question, by the way. Like that was a lore hook right there. That was really good. Well done on that one.
Yeah, I wanted to ask something like I didn't want to ask. I wanted to ask a question in character. I think Versta genuinely wanted to know that.
Okay. All right. Now we've had the outcome of one awkward interaction. Let's go to another. We're gonna go to Constantine.
That was such a great transition. I'm here for that.
I feel like pulling up the chair like Captain America and being like, so you mouthed off to Strahd and now you're worried about your life. So, Constantine, you've just mouthed off to one of the deadliest Dread Lords, commander of his own realm of existence, who has literally fought Vecna to a standstill. Not that you know this, but I just figured I'd float it out there. How's Constantine feeling right now?
You know, Constantine is very much out of his element. So far, though, he's just kind of, like, he's just going with it. I think it's going to be one of those things that, like, he's going to go throughout the night, seemingly fine, and then have a panic attack in the shower when he gets home. I think it's going to be one of those situations. But as of right now, like, there haven't been any direct consequences. And he's kind of trying on a hat that he hasn't worn before. And he's like, let's just see how this goes.
Oh look, the consequences of my actions.
Oh no, the consequences of my...
Okie dokie. So, Aurora's giving you a weird look as you guys walk away from Strahd and his entourage. Who, as you guys leave, he goes right back into speaking to the rest of these vampire aristocrats who are standing with him. And he goes back into speaking that kind of very Barovian dialect. I kind of almost to like the Romanian dialect. And as you and Aurora walk away, Aurora looks at you and is like, nobody has ever really spoken to my father like that and lived longer than the dawn. It's a very attractive quality.
Well, then I suggest that we enjoy tonight, as it very well might be my last.
I doubt it greatly.
Didn't you just say that no one had spoken to your father that way and lived?
Yes, but tonight father is busy. Potentially tomorrow night.
Well, weirdly enough, I feel quite hopeful because my time to live is just doubled. You don't often get that gift.
No, you most definitely do not. So in the spirit of this living with the time that you have left, would you like to see something really cool?
Part of me very much wants to ask for a little bit more information before answering, but when you only have 48 hours to live, what's the harm? Sure.
I must warn you, this will involve breaking several school rules.
Well, typically, I would avoid doing such a thing. But I also typically avoid pissing off people who are incredibly powerful, and I'm already going against that, so in for a penny, in for a pound.
She's going to take your hand, and she's going to make her way towards the portal leading from the ballroom back to the school.
I'm gonna, I'm gonna turn, like, while walking, I'm just gonna kind of look behind me, see if I can catch Achillea or Rista's eye.
Okay, so at this point, I will say Rista could possibly see it. I'll have you make an active perception check instead of your passive perception. Achillea and Randuin, I believe, left this part of the ballroom as they went looking for someone. So I don't know if I can. Do you know what? Both of you, Achillea and Rista, roll with disadvantage.
Alright.
Perception
What are we rolling?
checks. Perception checks.
Okay, my disadvantage is the 22 because I rolled a 15 and an 18 on the dice.
I got 2 11s, which means that I got a perception of 13.
Okay, so Rista, not so much. You're still in quite, like a kind of intense conversation with Malekith at this point.
Mhm.
But Achillea, as you and Randuin are kind of cutting across this room, going hunting for this person who neither of you really know what they look like. You're just looking for a person who looks like a wizard in a room filled with wizards. You managed to catch Constantine's eye from across the room next to the portals leading back into the school.
Is this before or after my conversation? After we went to the dance floor?
This would be after the first song. So
Okay.
when we get to you, we will do a little kind of hop back, retroactive jump back, like a minute and a half, and then we'll pick up from
Great.
where it went from here. So, Constantine, you wanted to get a hold of Achillea.
Yeah, I'm gonna give a very subtle, like, eye towards Aurora, eye towards the portal. Just like, hey, I'm going. If I don't come back, come find me. Basically, just like a, hey, I'm leaving type of.
If I'm not seen in the morning, it was Aurora.
Exactly, yeah. and I'm not looking particularly scared, just like, I gotta let someone in the Blood and Bone Society know what's up.
Yeah, thumbs up.
My god, what happens if we lose our first? Who else
Then I
is
guess
gonna
one of
become-
us
We
assumes
go to
the
the
role.
second.
Neither of us are qualified to do that.
Constantine's not qualified. He's just a fucking nerd. That's literally his only qualification. I guess neither of you really do fit in that role.
I'm not qualified, I'm just a nerd.
Don't put that on my resume.
I'll put it on your gravestone. Okay, so Achillea's only reaction is a thumbs up. I fucking love it. So, Constantine, do you go through the portal?
Yeah, absolutely.
Before she steps through, she's going to say to you one thing, and then I'm going to jump away to Achillia.
Okay.
Before you step through, she goes, so tell me, what do you know of this thing called the Blood and Bone Society? And then I'm going to jump to Achillia. So Achillia, I thought that would actually be a bit more there. So what we can say is, after your dance, you guys go to begin your hunt to find this person, and that's when you can see Constantine.
Okay.
So conversation, decide to go find person, hear song, oh, we'll dance, then go find person. You guys do your dance, now you're leaving the dance floor to go find this person. And Constantine is like, you know, hey, if I don't come back in like 2 hours, it was definitely her.
Yeah, it's more so I'm just trying to piece together Headspace, because if it's before Decimina, Headspace is very different than after Decimina.
Oh, it's after the
Okay.
conversation with her.
Yeah.
So, okay, so based on what you said there, where is Achillia's headspace right now?
Achillia's panicked. Achillia is a mess in her head and is definitely hanging, like, her hand is like fully holding on to Randuin's. Her knuckles are going white.
Okay.
And she's trying to not let it show, but Achillia has 0 charisma. It is showing.
Right, let me roll something then, because he might be able to pull off a little insight check here. So let's see. Insight. Okay. Yeah, that's going to do it. White knuckle gripping his hand certainly causes Randon to kind of look at the hand, look up, look at you, then be like, Achillia, is everything okay with yourself? I mean, not that I mind overly at all. It's not actually my dominant hand, but you're crushing my hand there. Is something the matter?
I'm sorry, Achillia loosens the... You know what a creepy... Not a person with weird vibes just all of a sudden says, I think you're going to be important?
I maybe don't know the person, but I grew up with my mother, so yeah, yes, I understand.
The person I ran into earlier, before we danced, I cannot get her out of my brain. She's not literally in my brain, but...
Are you talking about the one with all the... with the red and... Okay, right, I'm with you. Good vibes, bad vibes. Did you like her dress? What for what reason?
She said to find her later. There's people she wants me to meet, which secondary location bad. And then she said she thinks I'll be important. I don't like that.
Yeah, you never
That's
want
weird.
anybody to think you're important. They want them to know if you are or aren't.
Exactly. I don't know. It's
okay. I have an idea. Kind of involves breaking rules.
okay.
What if we were to maybe perhaps spy on her?
That is either going to go extremely well or... I mean, I guess there's a no-kill policy right now, so I guess it probably can't get us killed.
I mean, I may or may not have acquired certain things through certain hypothetical illegal situations, which may help in potentially and hypothetically, of course, tracking a person.
I see. I also hypothetically can not look like this for at least an hour.
So hypothetically,
And not be an animal.
So hypothetically, we could, if certain stimuli and situations were correct, and of course knowing we would never do this with sound moral judgment, we could follow a person and actively spy on them.
Most likely, yes. And hypothetically, the charge we have to protect from, the big scary ruler of Barovia is no longer in here, in this room, and has in fact left the premises.
So, if such a hypothetical situation were to present itself, then hypothetically, we would simply be pursuing the health and betterment of a pair of fellow students. Hypothetically,
of course. And, of course, following up on an offer to meet alumni that was already given. If we just happen to run into them earlier, we're just eager.
If that is the case, then I have only one question for you, Achillea.
Okay.
Should I bring shackles or not?
I don't know if those would be helpful. However, I am intrigued.
I will bring along a pair of shackles, just in case. And then he will look around, grab your hand and mad dash for the exit.
And Achillea's just gonna follow.
Okay. And they did the thing you're never supposed to do. They split the party.
I feel like we probably run past Constantine and Aurora.
Constantine's like, don't, just, if I go missing, just come and get. Where the fuck are you going?
She's also getting herself lost.
With a pirate, no less.
Oh well.
Scandalous.
The What would your mothers think? Running off
They'd only be
with
mad
with a meal.
I thought they're supposed to eat those.
So you could say this
can
is
you-
just hunting.
Can you picture the parent-teacher night? Just like, we do have to let you know that Achillea did run off and break school rules with another student. Just like, well, I mean, she is young only once, What's a little bit of rule breaking? Well, the boy that she ran off with, it was a boy?
I feel like her moms would be more shocked that she's not a lesbian.
I'm a little shocked,
You have to come out as
so,
straight to your parents.
yeah.
Who said she's straight?
Not a lesbian.
I'm not straight and I'm not gay. I'm al dente.
Al dente.
that's how I'm describing my sexuality from now on. So what are you? Al dente.
Oh my god, this is like the not woman conversation all over again.
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
That's going to bring us quite nicely over to Eldwin and Kaladin. How is
What are you guys getting up to?
How is Eldwin enjoying the night?
Eldwin is cautiously optimistic. He's having a really good time. After a dance or two, he's gonna probably want to go catch his breath because he's a sorcerer, not an athlete, and just kind of stand off to the side, look over the crowd for a minute, back resting against a wall, taking it in. The music, the sights, the sounds, you know. As he walks through the crowds, he's developed, I'd like to think, a relationship with a lot of these students at this point. You know, he's there
Yeah.
giving them their coffee first thing in the morning, helping them with long study sessions, or leaving the cafe open for groups to come through that need to, you know. And so I'd like to think that even just as he's going through, he's, you know, passing by. Oh, you look wonderful. I knew that you were going to turn up, but, you know, you turned up and out. You know, like little compliments to all the people he knows as he's passing by, seeing happy faces. But yeah, he's just taking it all in. He's also a little concerned about how Kaladin seems to be doing, if he seems to be having fun.
Kaladin has a big smile on his face. And he's looking around at everyone. As a unseen servant moves by with a tray and drinks, he just reaches out and takes one. Takes a sip and is like, I tell you, I haven't had this much fun in a long while.
Yeah. I don't know if I've had this much fun before.
I'll
I
try
always
not
come
let
to
that-
events like this thinking, oh, it's for networking, it's something I have to do, something to pave my road, but I'm just enjoying myself.
You talk about this road a lot. This road you're on, your road. What is this road? Nobody ever gets on a road without a destination in mind. So I guess what I'm asking is, where's this road taking you?
Towards freedom.
Don't need no road to take you to freedom. You've already got freedom.
My free will. That's different. There are still those with the power to exert their will over me. There are people who create systems of power wherein you are forced to climb rather than just being able to excel. And also, I'm cursed. So, there's that too.
Cursed in what way?
You know, the whole werewolf thing.
You call that a curse?
Oh, yes. When your bones rip apart, your flesh tears, and nails shoot out from your fingertips. It's,
To be clear, I'm not judging. You're the one living with it. You get to call it whatever the damn hell you want to call it. I'm a good judge of character, you know? I know how to tell if someone's a bullshitter or if someone's a good sort. And I think you're a little bit of both. But you're leaning towards the good sort. And now here's the thing. Here's the thing I have about that. I don't think that's a curse. Not from my perspective, at least. It's just a different part of you. And I don't view any part of you as a curse, really.
What if you did something really bad? Something
No.
that you don't know if it's forgivable or not, and then as a direct consequence, like him.
Well, do I know I did it?
Yes.
Did I
You know that
consciously do it with moral forethought?
Yes. I did.
So so in this situation, before doing this thing, I thought it through. I thought what I was going to do, and then I willingly went and did it.
Yes.
Well, then no, I wouldn't feel bad, because I must have had a good reason for doing it.
I guess.
I mean, we're talking unlimited information here. You care to share? Hey, sweetness. You be going and worrying about me judging you now, because there's not a single thing you could ever say that's going to make me judge you.
I killed a
More
child.
than- You feel bad about doing it?
Yes.
And was this, big hairy you, or was this you?
It was me. Me. You could say it was life or death. That's fine.
Okay, so see, now you say that there. This makes me think there's maybe a little bit more than what you're actually telling. Is it life or death, or is it not life or death? Because see, you can say the whole, oh, you could say it was life or death. Well, I could also say that it was apples or bubble gums. Like, it doesn't make it true to it.
There were
From-
actively werewolves trying to kill me.
Okay, was this child one of them?
Yes.
So then you acted in self-defense. Oh no, it's sad that it happened to be a child, right? It is. But was that child intending on ripping your face off and eating your insides?
Yes, but it was a child. It
Okay.
had-
If a baby dragon was about to burn you alive, would you shoot it in the face? Because I can tell you this one right now. If my only option was baby dragon shot in face or me dying, I would wipe out a species. Maybe that makes me a bad person, but I think it makes me a person that wants to survive.
I think I could have done better. I think I
Maybe-
could have survived. And I could
You-
have saved him.
You could have done worse. You could have died, and then you wouldn't be able to, sit here and think and acknowledge that what you did is, whether it was right or wrong doesn't matter. It was what was necessary, and unfortunately, a lot of people don't consider necessity. They consider right and they consider wrong, and usually they're wrong about what is right and they're wrong about what is wrong as well. You did something which was bad. That doesn't mean you did something bad. There's a difference there. But if I can speak all too plainly, I think you're the kind of person that doesn't like seeing the differences. Because you don't like to let yourself think that you might not be as bad as you hold yourself to be.
When misfortune follows you, you learn to embrace it.
Well, I can tell you one thing for sure. And he's going to move his hair out of the way of his eye. And he's going to say, misfortune definitely is following you tonight. In fact,
I'm not used to
I'd go so far as to say, misfortune can't take their eyes off you.
Slipping into a slightly better topic of conversation. Is that what you
Oh.
prefer?
I prefer anything that puts a smile on your face.
You do.
Then allow me to do this one. And he's going to quickly scan over. He's going to say, that one there. He's going to point towards a rather let's say, rotund looking aristocratic gentleman. You know, robes with a collar up to here, large pointy shoulder pads, and waving his gesticulating with his hands, and aggressive and overly flowery conversation. He's going to say, I know for a fact that that one owns several stores that sell vastly overpriced magical items to low-level adventurers. He rips them off, basically. How funny do you think it would be if I made him forget which ring he has on his finger does what?
Potentially detrimental, but funny. Well, I'm easily entertained.
And he's going to, again, move his hair out of the way and pull the bottom of his eyelid just slightly so his eyes wider, and that purple flash comes over it. And he's going to use a couple of his jinx points. And as this man is talking, blah blah blah, he goes to twist this ring on his right ring finger. But you see his hand jar quickly back towards him. He seems to not be aware of this. And he twists the ring on his middle finger. And as he does that, he disappears. And in his place,
in a movie once.
in his place is a sheep wearing a hat with wool dyed the same colour as his robes. Kaladin will look at you to see if there is any reaction.
Eldwin's such a brat. He's nodding. He'll turn to Kaladin and say, that is funny. Does that tie into me being a better person than you think I am?
No, that was just to try and make you smile. I don't need to prove to you that you're a better person. That's not my intent to do either. I know you are. You can accept it or not. I don't blame people for not accepting the truth. It's okay to be wrong. You're allowed to be wrong.
Hey. It's okay. I would like to dance more. I need to find Trista. I promised her a dance. Not that I have no interest in dancing with you more tonight.
Oh, no. That's absolutely fine. I do not mind at all. I have something I'd like to see too. So I'll find you in like an hour. Okay?
I see. Well, before you go. And Eldwin is going to take a moment to start, straightening his vest, fixing his tie, and when he pulls the tie up, he's going to pull Kaladin down to him and kiss him.
I'm going to require an athletics check.
Whoa!
But no, I'm going to explain
That's a
why.
crazy reaction.
I'm going to explain why, and I think you're going to like it. So we've already discussed the fact that Kaladin is about maybe just under a foot taller than you.
Yeah.
He's a mountain elf, so he's got quite an intense physical build.
Mm.
And you said that you were standing with your back to a wall. So as you pull him down, he's just going to put his hand up. But yeah, athletics check. Almost really, really wishing I didn't make him a rogue now, but let's go for it. What'd you get?
Oh, and that one.
Okay, so he only got a 14.
Oh, that
it's-
might be higher.
It's still going to be an at one. Maybe just by a smidge. So you pull him into kiss,
I don't know,
and he
I'm not
puts
great
his,
at math.
he puts his hand up, doing the book talk thing,
Sure. Yeah.
and then looks down and he goes, "You're going to have to try a lot harder than that." And then he's just going to grab your collar and pull you to him.
Hmm. Okay, I mean, new proximity, but Eldwin's not really phased. He says, "Do I get to kiss you now?" Or...
Oh, how far do I go with this? So many rolls.
I mean, it's Kaladin.
So
I
many
know,
rolls.
right?
That,
Like,
but,
this
but
is...
yeah, nat 20. Hands here.
Sure. No, I mean, I just got a nat 1. Like, let's do this thing.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let's
It's...
do this. Oh, come on. Show the box.
Oh,
You
this
see
is...
the
Okay, you know,
nat
I
20?
see it. I saw it. I see it. I
Right,
see it.
cool.
You're fine. Yeah, whatever. So is that a no? That's fine.
No, it's not a no. In fact, I was rolling to see just how much of a smarmy git he was going to be.
Yeah.
So as you say the whole, do I get to kiss you now? He's going to go, darling, I would be incredibly angry and offended if you didn't.
Yeah, no, Eldwin will kiss him. Eldwin has not kissed before, really. This isn't his thing. So he's not necessarily a good kisser. It's not necessarily like smooth. Their teeth may like clack into each other. Like, I don't know. Like, you know, it might not be great, but it is
on the back
meaningful.
On the back of that nat 20, then as that happens, he's going to take his hand from off the wall, step closer to you, and bring his thumb and finger to take hold of your chin. And then he's going to smile into the kiss. And then as he breaks it, he'll lean back. Yeah. Little bite of his lower lip, and then say, I foresee that we're going to have loads and loads of practice at that.
Not bad, huh?
No. I just really, really believe in mastering a technique, and that involves practice. Constant, laborious hours of practice.
You know, enchantment is the primary school of magic I practice, and yet I am nowhere near as charming as you are.
Again, constant hours of practice.
Yes. Well, you go see to your business. I will go see to mine, and we'll have ample opportunity for practice as the night continues.
He just smiles. And then he'll turn and he'll leave. And I believe you said that you wanted to go find Rista.
I do! I've been waiting for this dance with all of my friends. All
Rista's
of my
on-
friends.
Rista is visible on the dance floor right now.
Perception check, did I see them kiss?
Everybody in the fucking hall saw them kiss.
To be fair, Kaladin's hard to miss. He's kind of tall. But yeah, no. Elvin will sort of weave through the crowd, come over to you. Are you still dancing? Like,
Yeah,
is
I
he
think, like, maybe this is-
interjecting?
I think this is where the song is winding down, so we're getting off the dance floor,
we could
transitioning to
go
a new
with that.
song.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, he'll come over and look to Malekith and say, "Do you mind if I cut in?"
He's gonna look to Arista and say, "I'm at the lady's disposal."
Crystal, would you do me the honor of a dance?
To deny you would be a crime.
Malekith
if you-
will, not like, like slapping off, but, take her hand off his arm and, and then put his hands up and go, "I know when I have lost a fight. I will go and I will weep into the corner." And then he just smiles and says, "I will see you later, Shia." Yeah?
You better.
No, I'm not going to roll that. He'll go and,
Okay.
chat to some of the more nerdy students. He gets into a conversation with Mordenkainen.
Ooh.
They might have things to talk about.
Both at the height of their capabilities, both the best in their classes. Nudge, nudge, Rista. Why would
Yeah.
they not? Absolutely joking. No, Mordenkainen's just a dick that tries to insert himself in every single conversation.
So Malekith got trapped in a conversation with Mordenkainen.
Pretty much, yeah.
Did he get trapped in Mordekainen's magic mansion?
For legal reasons, I'm going to plead the fifth.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, I will take Krista's arm.
Before you do, she, very swiftly, just slaps your arm. I saw
What
that.
is that? Okay, and so what?
And?
Well, that's what you do with people you like, right? I'm not that experienced, but
So you're not gonna give me any details.
we had a heart-to-heart. He said some things that I'm maybe not ready to fully process yet, but they were very sweet, and they make me believe that I might be better than I think I am. It's
Well,
funny. I
then
spent,
you have a crush on him.
oh, I guess. What else could that be? I spent 20 years putting up walls to keep people from getting close to me, and he tears them down in a couple moments, quick witty jokes, and takes my hand and runs me down a dark passageway. Apparently that's all it takes. My walls were not that well built.
You could write a book.
Maybe. I'll leave that to Constantine. He seems like the
Ah.
writer of the group.
Certainly, he sounds like the one who would write a biography.
Autobiography. Don't
Absolutely
leave that
not.
part out. Who else would he write about?
Is the song to your liking? Would you like to dance?
My dear, with you, any song is to my liking.
I held out my hand.
Elvin will take it. And yeah, they're both experienced dancers
Yeah.
for different reasons.
Yeah. I'm
You
just going to use the roles that everybody had that they did roll, and that'll just be what I use to couple up for dancing. So yeah, both of you are more than capable of cutting a fine shape across this rug.
Yeah. And just as they dance, Elvin will say, "So, how are you and Malika? That's enough about me."
Oh, me and Malekith are perfect. Our night is going completely splendidly. Completely splendidly.
Let's see. When I left you, you were going to see some family. Is that right? How did that go?
Okay. No, that it wasn't. I
Oh,
know it wasn't.
me and Malekith are perfect. So you went to speak to family. How was that? Okay, so he is the D.
Should I open my mind up? Do you want to make this telepathic?
Can we even do that in the non-magic room?
You just cast prestidigitation, so I assume we can do like level
Cantrips are allowed.
Fantastic.
Cantrips or similar, magic,
Yeah.
level magical effects are allowed.
I have a level 1 ability called telepathic bond that makes it so that I can just link minds and talk to someone for a while.
So when it comes to your class capabilities, not your spells, but your class abilities and your subclass abilities, I consider them equal and tantamount to like cantrips. So,
Go.
yeah, by all means, you can still do that. Yeah, you just can't use spell slots.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so then he will open the mental channel for all of Rista's thoughts to flood in now.
Oh my god. So I know that introducing him to my father wasn't really first date material, but what else was I supposed to do? Aurora introduced Constantine to her father. Did you see how that went? That was terrifying.
I was a little scared, I won't lie. Definitely a little tense.
Yeah, he kept something about him said that he was being cocky in a way that wasn't. And he looked like you. He looked like he had a gravitas that he should not be having with the Lord of Vampires. I don't know how you rubbed off on him like that.
Me neither.
You could have killed him.
I wish I had. My number 1 rival just out of the picture. Oh god. I'm a little impressed. I think that there is a delicate balance between wanting to appear as someone with potential and wanting to be safe. I think he maybe rode that line. But that
I hope he
is
did.
not what I'm here to talk about. So you
whatever
introduced
would you-
Malekith to your parents, which is kind of, I told my date the worst thing I've ever done. So neither of us necessarily did things in good time.
Perhaps. But I think he handled himself well. I hope.
Yeah.
I hope.
He's
My father's
most
never.
perfect.
He is. He handled himself well. He's apparently part of the Witherscorn family. Have you ever heard
That's
of that?
supposed to mean something to me.
It didn't mean anything to me. But apparently. Well, apparently he's mightily impressive, and I hope that it impressed my father enough that I won't hear anything about it. But all is well. All is well.
And what did they have to say to you?
Oh, my father he was just asking me about my studies. He asked me, Felicity's father asked me to keep an eye on her.
Yes, I do love the way you constantly shift the conversation off yourself.
No, thank you. It's a gift. And speaking of myself, and particularly myself and Achillia, I do hope that, at least for the rest of the night, you will keep our previous conversation to yourself.
Oh, it seems that despite whatever issues or mistrust I'm having, I have interrupted something larger than me. I know when to hold my tongue. Well, I didn't, but I do now.
You haven't spoken to anyone, have you?
Vaguely Constantine, but not about the same things.
Constantine. I see. Well,
Not
if
my
you
first
ever-
choice either.
well, if you were ever to get the inkling, the itch to tell someone, perhaps we can have a conversation. Heads up, my actual dad just walked into the room. 1 second.
I love that.
I'm back.
No, you're good. I see. The first conversation I'd like to have is likely with you and Achillea on a better time than this. But for now, are you doing that?
I'm doing well.
Well, okay. I won't rip that apart or overanalyze it. I'll take you over the road. I never had parents. I don't know what dealing with parents is like. Well, I assume I had parents as I was born, but I only remember having an uncle. And I was very good. I didn't like him. So, I don't know if that's a universal experience.
It's not.
Liking
Families are
parents.
famously complicated and famously unique.
Well, so it goes.
Well, it is a very good thing that families aren't necessary in the academy.
I do always like this idea of found family, though. It's not what unites you through blood, per se. Biology only goes so far. I mean, blood is a very powerful arcane component. There's even, I think, an entire school of magic devoted to blood, but it, I think, pales in comparison to just connection.
Something that I've tried to convince Constantine of this entire year, and he just won't grasp it.
I hardly blame him. He's a lot like me. Don't tell him I said so, but he doesn't share the same, he's not as socially adept as I am. And that's, I think, why it makes me slightly easier to connect with people, but I haven't formed real genuine connections until this year, I feel like. With people who matter. You know, you and Achillea, even Constantine. And Aurora, she looks great for a dead bitch. I don't know if they're friends, but...
I think Rista gets a little look on her face as you say that, and she kind of looks down and then looks at you and says, I've always placed a lot of value on my connections and my friendships. And whether to say I've done that is frankly not always up to me, it's always up to any of the other person. I hope that, well, it seems that I've become a good friend to you, and I want you to know that you've become a very good friend to me.
I actually really appreciate that. In that spirit, not now, but soon. There's some things I'd like to talk to you about. Things that I've been sitting on myself for a long time, but I don't need to. All in due time. For the meantime, where are our other friends? I was quite hoping to share a dance with Constantine and Achilles.
Oh my gosh, I was supposed to keep an eye on Constantine. Where is he? I actually look around for Constantine, and I see that he's not here.
We're gonna start scanning the room for some people.
You guys both scan the room as much as you can. You cannot see Constantine for the life of you.
Do I see Aurora?
No, you don't either. You also don't see Achillea or Randuin. I wonder where they could be.
There are too many smells in the air. I can't pick up the things.
Oh, I've just got a very bad feeling in my gut.
And on that note, that's where we're going to go for a 15-minute break. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll see you when we come back, where we're going to start with Constantine and Aurora. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll see you after our break.
I'm scared.
I am
Rista fully thinks that Constantine was just murdered.
I mean,
Like
Constantine doesn't.
Constantine, Aurora, and Achillea are gone. No, he's
I mean,
gone.
He's dead.
technically,
Yeah.
we don't know whether that's the case or not.
Hello there, you beautiful people. We are back, and as I said, we're going to Constantine. Now, in order to go to Constantine, we do also have to include Achilea. So technically, we're going to both of you, but I want you to know, starting with Constantine. So, Constantine, you see Achilea and Randuin bound through the portal ahead of you. And Aurora is just going to turn and look at you and give a smile. And be like, do you want your friends to come and break rules with us?
Perhaps it would be better if it was just you and I. Seems like they're busy with something else.
We can see. And then she'll step through the portal.
I will do so as well.
Okay. As you guys come through the other side of the portal, Achilea, are you and Randuin stopping outside the portal for the both of them, or are you guys bounding on your own adventure?
I think we'll probably stop for a moment because I need to just tell Constantine something's up, and then we're probably gonna run off, depending on how that goes.
Okay, so then Constantine and Aurora come through, and the four of you are standing in the school. Take it away, guys.
I need to go do something. We're gonna go do something. Bad vibes from someone.
Could you be a little bit less specific? I feel like we're getting bogged down with the details.
Yeah. I'll use my telepathy to say in your head. So someone said I should meet them afterwards, and also says that they think I'll be important, and I don't trust that. So I'm gonna go figure this out.
Okay. Constantine's like actively like cringing at someone talking in his mind, but he understands that this is like there's a specific purpose for it. It's not that's invasive. Right, okay. I suppose if you need help, send your familiar and we'll be there.
Okay. Kelly just nods. All right, Randall, let's go get those shackles.
Okay.
Use Aurora.
So that's when Achilea and Randuin will break off from there. Okay, cool. I'm going to stick with Constantine and Aurora for now, and I'll come to you guys in a minute. It is at that point where Achilea runs off with Randuin saying, let's go get those shackles. Aurora is going to turn to you, Constantine, and be like, remind me to speak to her, because I have so many questions.
Yes, that's usually how I feel after discussing things with Achilea. But sometimes I, especially after that encounter, I don't always want the answers, which is a weird position for me to be in. Typically, I'm pursuing information.
So anyway, about my question, you did not answer. What do you know about this thing called the Blood and Bones Society?
I'm gonna look around. Is anyone within earshot? No. Quite a lot. I'm the first. I'm gonna blip. Said I'd be truthful.
Okay,
Oh,
so you
God.
cast. So you use the cantrip blip.
Yes.
Could you please roll me a d10?
Oh God, what have I done? Four?
4. Okay. Thank you for that, Elder. So the effect of blip goes on. What would you like to say instead?
I don't believe I've come across that.
Well, see, my headphones fell. My father has told me that this is a society of great renown. A place where the smartest of students come together and delve into the secrets of magic. And that in doing so, they become better spellcasters and better mages in order to better aid in the world. And I intend to join. And I believe I have found their headquarters.
I have a question before we pursue that. Frankly, pursuing knowledge has always been something that I've been interested in. But what would you do with it? I mean, of course, there's reaching acclaim and notability and power, but for what end? I won't judge your answer, but I would want a truth. Especially given our earlier deal.
Honestly, I would usurp my father.
To what end?
To do what he has done properly.
Sorry, you cut out at the last minute. Duty has done what?
To do what he has done, but to do it properly.
What is your vision of properly?
My father was once in love with a woman, and in order to stop her soul from moving on, he shrouded an area of the Shadowfell in mists. An area called Barovia. Now, whenever someone dies there, their soul enters a cycle. Every generation or so, someone is born with the soul of someone else, and they look like that person from before. And my father has saw the woman he loved for generations and generations be born, live, and die in that world. He has squandered that power. Meanwhile, other great vampiric rulers like Cass build kingdoms. Meanwhile, you look at the vampiric realm of Soma and how their order of blood keeps things contained. My father lets the humans run free. Gives them no order. He uses them as playthings. I think we should strike a relationship with them. A relationship where they are in acknowledgement of their position within the greater circle of life. They give us what we require to live, and we ensure no threats ever encroach upon their ability to survive. If you do this way, and you strike an agreement with people who agree and willingly give, suddenly you do not see deaths from vampiric feedings. There is less massacres and binge eating and more controlled feeding. On top of which, when the people who live in Barovia go to sleep, they do not need to worry about the things that go bump in the night. Because the things that go bump in the night are bumping in order to protect them. It is a win-win in both senses of the way.
What of those who do not agree to those terms?
Then they are free to live their life as they wish to in Barovia.
Well, I would not pretend to be an expert to your homeland, but that sounds like a significantly better life than what humans there currently have.
Right now, my father sees the people of Barovia and Kresk and Valaki as rats in a maze. Amusing to watch, but at the end of the day, a rat is a rat. When hags interfere and kidnap the children of Barovia, my father does nothing. When the deranged psychopathic seraph carves up bodies in order to try and build the ultimate bride, my father does nothing. These kind of people cannot belong in a civilized society. So we eradicate them, we protect the humans, and all we ask in return is for those who are willing to give some blood that we may survive at our optimal, that we may protect them and allow them to survive at their optimal. It is a symbiotic relationship.
Truly sounds so. What would encourage someone of your standing to take such care for those that most deem your lesser?
The alpha wolf is the apex predator of the forest. But when he runs out of deer, he is the alpha of nothing but bones.
So to you it is a means to an end, a way to stay in power.
It is a way to keep the people in power who can make change, who can make things right, while ensuring the people who set in ways the bad notions never come back into power.
Well, let's see how that would be optimal. I do wonder what would it look like in practice.
Then help me to find this place, and you will see it in practice.
Well, I do believe there's many steps in between where we are now and you overthrowing possibly the most powerful vampire lord.
I don't think she has an answer to that one. I think she just takes your hand and starts to move, heading towards the entrance to the castle.
Alright, I'll follow her.
Fantastic, but we're going to jump to Achillia and Randuin right now. Because as they've ran off, you guys would be heading first towards the dorms. Yes? Randuin said he was going to go get shackles, and you said,
Yeah, so
let's go get shackles.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So heading towards the dorms, nothing exciting on the way there. Go up, Randuin hops into his room, grabs the shackles, comes out, holds them up, and is like, I got them, let's go.
Alright. I have no idea what the fuck they are.
Shackles are like manacles. Wrist cuff,
Yes,
wrist cuff, big chain.
I know what those are, yes. Now I don't know where the fuck they are.
Ah, okay, cool. Well, we're about to do that. As Randuin is going to pull out a compass. And he's going to look at it, he's going to go, my dad says, this compass, take it to anything you wish for. Just have to be confident and that's what you want. So, we want to find this weird, creepy person, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And he's going to use some of the charges within this compass in order to activate one of the spells it can cast. And the compass starts to spin madly before locking in on a direction. And he goes, right, okay, let's go. And he's going to start to follow the compass.
And Achillea's gonna just keep an eye out, following Randuin.
Okay. Eventually the compass will bring you and Randuin to the main entrance hall. Where, as you're making your way through the entrance hall, to go through those, it almost looks as if it's pointing you towards the double doors when it swerves and points towards what you're very sure used to be a piece of wall. But now there is a doorway. And on the ground there are two halves of what was once a staff.
I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna pick up the staff and look at it.
You can make a history check.
Yeah, I would love to make a history check on this. Okay, that's gonna be a 18.
18 we said, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
On an 18 you will recognise this staff. It's the staff that belonged to the headmaster, Professor Harmonious Fairway.
Randuin,
Yeah.
have you seen the headmaster since things got started?
No, I haven't. Why?
This is his.
Oh, well, I mean, that's absolutely no good. You have to be taking better care of your staff now, so you do. See, this is why me mum uses a whip. You know, it's more flexible. There's no capability of snapping.
This was a wall. Points at the doors.
He like looks around. Like, are you sure? Are you sure that was a wall?
Randuin, I'm positive that was a wall.
At this point, Constantine and Aurora can come around the corner and see you guys just standing there. As they were heading outside the door.
Constantine!
You know, you're muted, Constantine.
Thank you. Somebody
Achille just holds up the staff.
Oh. I'm guessing I recognize it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's not good.
No.
I'm gonna summon Abandon.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Yep.
summon Fang.
Abandon and Fang appear. Hey, what's up, boss? What do you need? What do you need? What's good? What's good?
We might be in trouble. Could you fetch Rista and Alva, please?
Okay, and he's going to turn to Fang and be like, you want to get the smarmy one, or do you want to get the, you know, the other smarmy one? Which one do you want? And Fang's just going to like, I think I'll take the other smarmy one. Okie dokie, I got it, let's go. And he's going to, he takes off. Fang just kind of like plods off like, am I actually having to deal with it? Yep, I am. Okay, cool. And they will go off to fetch Eldwin and Rista. What do you guys want to do at the moment while your familiars are off fetching people?
Like,
Anybody got any duct tape?
no, this won't work.
Give this the Ron Weasley treatment.
I feel like we should tell the professor. This feels a little out of scope.
And how would we know that the professor that we tell wasn't responsible?
You know what? That's a good point.
Have we considered one thing here? One thing. What if this is like a murder mystery thing?
Randuin, I love the way your brain works. You're amazing. I do not think that is this case right now.
I don't know. Used to be wall, now door. Staff conveniently placed right in front. I mean, if I was doing some nefarious dealings, I wouldn't want people to find evidence of the nefarious dealings. However, this happens to be laid out spectacularly, does it not?
If someone has just killed our headmaster, really doubt they see anyone else as a threat. In which case, cleaning up after yourself, not a priority.
Plus, there's the entire ball going on.
Aurora's going to say, well, if they did kill him, they left absolutely no trace behind. I do not smell any trace of him.
That's a fair point.
However, and she's going to point into the tunnel, that smells like corpse. All kinds of corpse.
Pleasant. Well, I suggest that we wait for backup and then enter.
Where were you two gonna go?
Aurora's going to look at Achille and just go, it would be fun, yes. So, backup?
Yes, hopefully the familiars don't take too long.
With that, I'm going to hop back. So, Eldwin, Rista, on the dance floor, having fun, all that jazz. Oh, do I have him go to Eldwin?
What are you
Yes,
thinking, Brad?
yes, I do. Eldwin, as you're
Reckless and
dancing,
Renard are about to get in a fight.
as you
Don't worry about it.
as you're dancing, you feel a sudden weight on your right leg, as a bandit has just attached to your right leg, and it's like, hey, yo, hey, you, hey, and just starts tapping your knee, hey, buddy, hey, down here, hey.
Amelia, would you give me a moment? I
Hey,
seem
hey.
to have someone trying to cut in. Pardon
Yeah,
me,
just
would
one,
you like to dance?
just 1 minute. No,
You know,
no,
Abandon, it's rude to cut into it in the middle of a dance.
How heavy is he?
It's the weight of a raccoon.
Yeah. Can you give
Like
me
a
like
small child.
like how like give me a pounds number?
You don't. What are you gonna do?
Why does it?
Seven.
How much
7
does
to
a
20
raccoon
pounds.
weigh?
Did you say
What is-
7.7?
7.7 to 20 pounds. I'm guessing he's on the 15-pound range.
He's a big boy.
He's a chunky raccoon.
He's scrappy, dude. He's got some weight to him.
Okay.
If we were to have a
This would work.
raccoon fighting league, he's a heavyweight.
Gotcha.
He's a chonky raccoon.
He knows how to bob and weave.
Okay. That's a little too heavy for me, and that's okay. But I can't lift him up with telekinesis. So
You try to, and he just
I know, it was just like,
sinks.
God damn, you're heavy.
There's just
Okay.
a whole too much of this sexy hunk of fluff for you to lift up, buddy.
I know that now. What's happening?
So Constantine, the creepy pale girl, the tall one with the hair like she just ran through the forest, and the weird one who keeps stealing people's wallets. They all need you
Right.
because apparently some featherface guy broke his stick, and they think that there's a tunnel filled with dead people.
What?
Okay, well, I'm sure this is nothing. Eldwin, this is abandoned. I'm sure it's nothing.
You're right.
Fa-
you're right.
Fang
We
just
can probably-
exaggerating.
Fang just from the side is, unfortunately, he's correct.
Oh. Okay.
Although he did
Right.
put it rather linguistically wanting. He's like, I don't know what she said, but it's not true.
Okay, well, this seems like
I
it needs our attention, Eldwin.
Well, I assume a professor's been alerted. Have they not? Is that
If it's Constantine, they've definitely contacted a professor already.
fair enough? I don't understand why I'm being called to come with, but okay.
They said something about wanting backup. I don't know. If I know my guy's going in there. And he's going in guns a-blazing, you know? He's just going in and he's just gonna start blasting, you know? I don't
That
know
does sound
about
like Constantine.
I don't know about you. I know that you're little
Wow.
what is he a rodent? Ferret? Yeah, I know that your little ferret likes to avoid a fight, but I don't know about you. So I don't know. But my boy wants backup.
Barrett? Don't talk
Yeah.
about Constantine that way. He's your master.
Hey, whoa. Let's just get one thing straight. I was talking about the weird thing that hangs around your shoulder blades.
The fox. Oh, see,
Yeah,
describe
yeah.
an animal that's meek, timid, and shy, not unlike certain other individuals we know. You'll have
You
to
talk,
forgive my
buddy. Hey,
excuse,
buddy,
like-
buddy. You talk too much. Seriously. And he just turns around and starts padding away on his little raccoon hands.
That is rich coming from that raccoon. Right.
Only thing rich about you is your odor.
Oh!
Oh! I love how every time I play Abandon, it just gets more and more like aggressively New
Monster.
Yorker.
I love him.
Like at some point, Abandon is just going to disappear, and it's just going to be a raccoon with the voice of Joe Pesci. Like it's just going to happen.
Wonderful.
Well, if Constantine is... No, go ahead, Rissa.
No, I wasn't gonna say anything. Go ahead.
Okay. If Constantine intends on going in guns blazing, well, considering I've seen all of you in combat class, I'd better bring the guns. And Eldwin is gonna start walking to the portal. He'll briefly look around for Kaladin, I assume not see
Yeah.
him, and leave. Yeah.
Yeah, if I do see, I don't imagine that Malekith was that far away from me. Do I see him in my line of sight?
Malekith was he's only at the side of the ball, of the dance floor. Sorry, so he's at most maybe 20 feet away from you.
Is that? Okay, so it's yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna message over to him. Hey, I think Constantine might be having some trouble again. I'll be right back.
He'll send a message of his own. Do you want help, or should I just stay here?
You know what? I might need some backup too. If we're already back up, why don't you come along?
He will come along. Makes his way over.
That we have 7.
That's 7. This is 7.
7 exactly,
We
yeah.
are 7.
No.
For Randa and Aurora, and
Yeah.
yep.
Well, hold on a second.
Are we assuming that Aurora's actually joining?
We may not have a choice at this point.
I literally
is-
put this in the chat 5
I'm
minutes
still
ago.
holding hope.
Did you?
Is
I'm
Aurora
so sorry.
joining Constantine?
All of us slowly shaking our heads.
I like
What?
how you spelled Stroud. The U's great.
How do you spell it? I never know.
There's an H instead of a U.
Right.
That's all.
Why not Aurora? In a word, mild fascism. Mild capitalist-fueled fascism.
I don't want to hurt people. I just want to pile them into cattle rings. Like, I don't know why that's so bad.
No.
No,
I still want them to live in their own houses. But if they don't feed vampires, then they can live in their own houses outside of our protection. It's less fascism and more, hey, yo, buddy, where's my money? Otherwise, something might happen to your corner store.
You know what it is?
Yeah,
It's
you're in
less
charge of
fascism and more just like organized crime.
It's just organized crime masquerading as capitalism. That's all it is.
It can't be organized crime
That's
if you're the
what
one making the
fascism
laws.
is.
And it
Whatever
comes
it is,
full
it's bad.
circle. Whatever it is, it's not as bad as Strahd, but it doesn't mean it's good.
That's what it is.
The
It's
bar
like,
is
yeah,
very low, so just because
The
you're
bar
making
is-
it above that does not mean
The
much.
floor.
I don't want to kill people. I want to kill people in an organized way.
Oh
The
no!
bar's on the
No!
floor, but Aurora's looking at building a trench.
She doesn't want to kill people. She just wants to actively feed off of them with their
Yeah.
permission, which is oddly the only saving grace.
But is it their permission if the only other option is, hey, if you don't do this, then you can just live in your house and maybe a vampire will kill you one day?
Right.
Yeah.
Or you can leave. Good luck in the mists. They
Yeah.
usually bring you back here if you survive.
Yeah, so, TLDR, bad, could be worse, but
TL
still bad.
TLDR, not as bad as Strahd, but still not great.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I was very, we are
Yeah.
7. Here we are. Let's
So-
see
Yeah.
what happens.
Oh my
So,
gosh.
Yeah.
currently the candidates are a very book smart guy with a mild card addiction,
The only one who's actually qualified to do
a pirate with severe ADHD,
Yeah,
and
that's
the
not what I said.
and the child of a dictator who is slightly influenced by said dictator.
We just
Awesome.
don't want her there.
We got
We'll
some
listen
great
to her
options.
later.
Technically,
Right.
I'm still a candidate too. There's only 3 members.
That's true.
And
Ugh.
a self-deprecating werewolf with an ego complex.
I like how you
So-
can be self-deprecating and have an ego complex.
It's
Somehow you
it's
make
a-
it work.
It's
It's
a
a balancing
narrow
system.
line. It's a narrow line that you happen to tightrope with great efficiency.
That is accurate.
Okay. So Eldwin, Rista, and Malekith all make their way, following Abandon and Fang until they too join you guys at the entrance hall.
Hello, friends.
Hi.
What is this I hear about a need for backup?
What is
This
that?
staff.
That's a stick. It's a broken stick.
It's the
It's a
headmaster's staff.
We had a headmaster.
Did you break the headmaster's staff? Achillea! What do you think? You're going to get landed in detention or maybe
Wait,
worse.
so you want me to try to get you out of your breaking the staff? Was there always
How
more
did
here?
happen? How
I'm
did you
pretty
get
sure
the staff?
Kaladin has taken me through many secret passageways. There was
No,
not-
this door was not here, and this was standing in front of, well, on the ground in front of it. I was
Oh.
tracking someone creepy with Randuin's help, and we found this.
I'm sorry, is this serious?
Yeah, this is really
Oh.
fucking serious.
Right, okay, sorry. Okay, have we alerted a professor yet? Do we need to go in immediately? What is the situation?
Concerned about alerting a professor in case the one that we choose was responsible. Perhaps we choose 2 people who most likely not be working in tandem. That way, if one of them is, we have backup.
Interesting.
What's his
What about the
name?
headmaster? Nothing about their whereabouts?
I just saw the
I-
staff on the ground.
I messaged to Constantine. What about Andras?
Yeah, if anyone, I would recommend him, but I think we should reach out to someone else.
Oh god, it's...
Achillea, can I see the staff?
I hand it over.
Bran,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be a werewolf really quick. Can I pick up the scent?
Okay, so you don't need to change into a
Eldwin
werewolf
just
for
starts.
that. You don't
Well,
need...
a human couldn't do that, but because I'm a werewolf, and
What
I
I'm
have
meaning is,
keen senses.
what I mean is you don't need to trigger your werewolf form.
Oh well, sure. I'm not
'Cause,
trying to shift.
yeah.
Just
As a
Yeah.
reminder, if you shift, you cannot shift back. You are in your hybrid form for 6 hours.
Correct, yeah.
Just to point that out.
Yeah,
so
no,
yeah,
no,
cool.
no. I
Make
just
me
need to
a
try and
make me
distract.
make me a perception check with advantage because of your keen senses.
that is a 16.
On a 16, as you take in the scent of Professor Fairwing. He was here. He's just not now. The scent you have here is remnant scent. It doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't go into
Okay.
this tunnel.
It just
It goes-
stops. It's
It just stops here.
no. It's
So-
it's like
Either so the first things that come in, but like teleportation,
sure.
or somehow deletion or something like that. There was no blood spilled, there's been no viscera, a body hasn't been moved, nothing like that. That would all leave scent.
Yeah.
He came here and then he disappeared.
Okay. And then Aurora mentioned putrid corpse smell. Am I getting that?
Aggressive corpse smell, and like
Yeah.
old corpse
Mhm.
smell.
Yeah. Eldwin will cover his nose and say, "All right, so the professor straight up disappeared, and whatever's down there is fucking ancient and rotting."
Bran, tell me if I can do this or not. Would you allow me to make some kind of like Arcana check to see if any sort of magic here, since I'm assuming that this didn't happen naturally?
I would, I'd
If
allow
it seems
that.
fruitless.
Oh wait, hold on. Like to pick up like trace of magic around the place.
Yeah.
Red-
Yeah,
Okay,
see,
so-
I don't know, like I'm assuming, like, okay, this guy straight up disappeared. Do I sense teleportation magic or something?
Okay, so I understand what you're asking for.
If you think it's fruitless, then we can skip it.
It's not that it's fruitless. It's a weird one because technically that would fall under something like a detect magic, but detect magic will only pick up enchantments that are active, things like that. This isn't active magic. This would be like remnant magic. Do you know what to do? Let's call it an Arcana check, and depending on the score, we'll tell you if you get any more information.
Okay.
Could I make that as well?
Yeah, go ahead. You can make that. Gina, very quickly before you roll, just because Malekith has proficiency with Arcana, would you rather the help action, or would you rather him roll with you?
I would prefer the help action.
Okay, so Malekith will give you the help action, meaning you can roll with advantage.
And then
Okay.
I will try to help Constantine sort of reason it out and talk about how, his trail just vanishes. So it's either some form
Okay.
of teleportation or something, and try to get him to get the help action as well.
I will accept that as a way to give the help action.
25.
It's not a lot. It's... Oh my god, do math. 13.
13, okay. So on a 13, Gina, you're not going to be able to pick up anything. You know there was magic. You just don't get anything else. There was definitely magic used here. I will give you this. You can tell there was powerful magic. Constantine, as you kind of see Rista start to kind of almost like feel through the air as a feeling for remnant traces of magic. I need to try and come up with an ability check for that, like a kind of survival for magic.
Right.
Like magic tracking?
Yeah, I'll need to try and come up with something like that. Because on D&D
Maybe like
Beyond, you-
intuition or something, like an
Mhm.
intuition check.
No, I'm thinking something more along the lines of like, because you're tracking the remnant traces of magic.
Wonder if that would be like an Arcana mix of investigation.
Yeah.
I think it could be a lot of
So
things.
that's essentially what it would be. Look at something that fills that gap.
Or like a
I'll-
honing check.
I'll come up with something on that one.
Fun.
Um,
Anyway.
Exciting.
But Constantine, as Eldwin gives you a description of like, this is what happened. From what I can smell, he just kind of like disappeared. He vanished. There's nothing like that. As you're feeling through, you can't feel the remnants of things like conjuration or enchantment or anything like that. Anything that would suggest remotely the idea of teleportation. You can't feel that. But then it's as you pass through a certain spot, you just feel dense, thick, cold. Not ice cold like evocation. The coldness of emptiness. You
Would it be a stretch?
You'd
okay.
recognize, you have a cantrip of that type of magic. You can recognize that void magic has been used here. But it's powerful, very dense.
Well, it seems that I'm at a loss for words. That's not normal.
Or a good thing.
Not typically. Does Eldwin use void or chaos? Void,
I
right?
use void.
Okay, I'm gonna make eye contact with Eldwin. So you know that magic that you dabbled with?
Sure.
Seems to be present.
Well, it wasn't me. I was on the floor dancing.
With all due respect, this seems a little out of your, out of any of our capabilities.
Maybe not once, but now for sure. Okay. Well then,
Well, it seems the only
I
thing left to do is
telling
to
me
go.
down.
Yeah, yeah.
I
would
yes.
agree.
It seems like this is the only way for us to go.
We need a second professor, Andres.
Campbell. Campbell.
Why can't
Was
we?
Campbell not related? Was Campbell at all related to?
Mm-hmm. He's on the list.
He was on the list, and
He's on the
yeah.
list.
So Eldwin will pull Reynard from his just like a little, he appears walking around his shoulder, and he'll say, "I want you to go fetch my orchestra teacher and the other
Eldwin, make sure that they know Constantine, I, and Rista have asked them to know this as well. I'll send Fang.
I summon my familiar and I say, Poppy, would you please go join Renard?
Poppy gives that
Right.
little kind of soft nod to Renard. Renard looks at you, Eldwin, there's like, are you going to be okay going in there?
What if I have not been okay?
You do not want me to answer that in company.
No, I do not.
But he will turn with Poppy and go, is Fang going with them?
I'm sending Fang with them as well.
And so
What
we
is-
got abandoned.
Abandon's gonna look at Constantine like,
So you know what? No,
But me
Fang,
and
they're
Coach.
already sending two. I'll keep you here. That way y'all can actually, Fang, you stay here at the door.
I'm gonna
I
send
need you here at the door.
Brandon to Arias, the librarian.
To Arias the librarian, how interesting.
the
Okay, yeah,
the weird creepy bird guy.
Yes, quickly.
Okay, cool, gotcha.
Yeah, how
what was
about
that?
how about each
Is that-
of our foxes? How about each of our foxes goes to each of those two professors? Like Renard
Yeah,
goes to
okay,
get
so-
Campbell and Poppy goes to get Andros.
That sounds good. And then Abandon goes to get Arias. Okay. And then Fang will explain the situation to them when they get here to the door. That's
Mhm.
perfect.
And keep an eye.
Malekith is going to summon his familiar. So this little skeletal pseudo dragon kind of pops up around his arm, and he'll just say he's going to look to him, and he's going to speak in Infernal. And does anybody here understand Infernal?
No.
Okay. So he speaks in Inferno, and then the little dragon kind of just like bobs its head, and then like hops away and flaps its wings and takes off. Aurora is going to summon a bat, but it's a white bat, albino, and she will hangs upside down from a hand, and she's going to say, Ludvilla, would you mind please going to alert my brother to where I am? And then flaps away. And oh my god, I can't remember what Randuin's familiar is.
I don't know if we've seen it. I'm trying to remember if we've seen
You,
this.
you
I don't
haven't
think we've
seen
seen
you
it.
haven't seen his familiar.
Yeah.
I'm rattling my
Yeah.
brain trying to remember what it is. I've just came back from honeymoon, so I haven't looked at notebooks.
No,
so
it's
I'm trying to I don't remember what it is. It's fine. Randuin is going to reach behind and pull out it's like a little jar, and he's going to unscrew the jar, and it's like it looks slightly draconic, but more axolotl than anything. Manifests out the water, and he's just going to go. He's just going to go. I need you to go and just find help, okay? Professors, or people that look like they know what they're doing, okay?
Randuin,
Yeah.
we're about to do something extremely dangerous, and we do not know who in this building we can trust.
Perhaps
If
pick
you
the
want
professor
out,
that
this
trusts
is your
the most.
out.
I am a Hawksong. If I wasn't involved in this, I think I'd be betraying my family line. He's going to look back to that slot and say, change of plan. You're going to stay here next to the cat, okay? And you know the weird breath thing you do. If anything comes near the cat, you do the breath thing, okay? And the little thing just like doesn't speak, it just goes.
If anything other than the professors that we called for aid,
Let us know.
That one.
Well, I'm gonna do the hard part that no one likes to do. He's gonna start walking down the stairs through the doorway.
I follow after Alvin.
Okay.
I'm just
Malekith
checking
is-
one.
Malekith
Also,
is gonna
Bran,
draw a
who did-
card. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, who did Malekith send his familiar for?
You didn't hear because nobody understands Tiefling. Nobody understands
Okay,
Inferno.
yeah.
Malekith is going to go into his waistcoat pocket and pull out a deck of cards and just start shuffling.
Oh, he's nervous.
Achillea is going to, with her fingers, just cut off a piece of her hair. Bonus action to create Eerie Token and give it to Fang. And tie it
Okay.
around her paw.
Yep. And then we start going into the tunnels. So as you guys are making your way down these tunnels, a couple of things. Yeah. Number one, what I'm going to need from everybody is a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, joy.
Not perfect.
I'm assuming Achillea also is like ducking down this entire time because their horns.
Yeah.
Going through the doorway, yes. After that, it actually opens up to being quite spacious. Oh, poor dude. So, Constitution saves?
Got a 14.
14.
Anyone?
I got... Sorry, dirty 20.
14, 21, dirty 20.
important roll?
Maybe.
God.
I don't know. I think it's just for the smell. If we're
I'm
just gagging on it.
worried. How important do y'all think this is? Is this an important role?
I don't think this is something to
It's
put the
probably
portal
not
on.
huge, but like even if like the putrid odor gives you like that could give you some kind of condition that
Yeah.
makes it harder for you. Like it might give you a disadvantage on concentration saving throws or something to like maintain spells. Like you have no idea what this will do.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So,
hold on
this
to
is your
it.
call.
I'm gonna go with a 4.
Oh God.
Okay,
He's
so
a wizard. It's
It's fine.
fine.
Listen, strength is not my strength. I don't know what to tell you.
speak for yourself. Malekith rolled a 19 for a total of 18.
Oh baby,
Ooh,
he's a wizard.
that's
No better
rough,
than
buddy.
mine.
So 18 for Malekith. That is a 22 for Aurora.
Of course it was.
It's a 3 for Randuin.
Ooh.
At least I'm not the lowest. I suppose.
Mantuin.
Anybody that rolled below an 11 is going to really feel like the one that you ever smelt something that makes you gag but also lingers right up here in the sinuses.
Oh.
I always have to ask how people smell because I have acute hyperosmia, so when I talk about my sense of smell, I'm like, I can smell people. Like, I can tell when someone has been in my house, so I don't know how normal people smell. So, I don't know if you guys get scents that kind of stay stuck up in your
Oh,
sinuses.
for sure. That
Right,
burn
okay,
cool.
almost.
Sometimes I
Yeah.
smell through my palate. It's when the smell is strong enough. Like I'll have it.
I
Right
So-
know. I have a very bad
It's
sense of smell.
crazy.
Smelling,
My sense smells
smelling so powerfully that you can taste the smell is my
Mhm.
everyday. That everything.
I hate that for you.
So I
Randuin and Constantine both, sorry to say this, definitely up chucking. Randuin is immediately like,
I mean, it's basically like
Rista-
walk.
that's
Yeah.
Rista, don't get mad at me for this. And because Achilles nails, I'm pretty sure she's gonna cut off parts of her dress.
My dress.
And no, of Achilles' own dress,
Oh,
and hand them to
Still
Constantine and
atrocious.
Um,
I thought you like literally were walking behind me. Just rip my dress.
yeah.
No, not yours.
Eldwin has a small thing of these two little balls of wax that he used in alchemy class with those smells. Rotting flesh is not actually something that bugs him terribly, but he will offer these little wax balls to Constantine. Maybe cast prestidigitation. They're clean. But you know, just to plug for the smell.
Constantine, doing awful, will cast prestidigitation to clean them and then use them, which kind of shows how desperate he is.
Cool. What else happens as we're going through?
as you're going down, slowly the stairs start to change from carved out stairs to natural rocky ledges until eventually you're standing on black. It's only really a couple of degrees above sand. And as your feet touch this place, it's going to be dark here, so does anybody not have dark vision?
Oh, Constantine.
I don't think I do, actually.
Where would it
He's
say that
just
on
a
our character
human.
sheets?
It'll say it
um,
under the perception
Yeah.
if you're using.
Oh, yeah, I have dark
That's
vision.
investigation. Yeah. I figured. It is just Constantine then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Constantly just bumping into walls.
No, I'm pretty sure I have a.
Pretty sure you have what, sorry?
I think I have some kind of lighter torch, something I can use for light.
Do you have the light?
Can you just use
hand right now?
prestidigitation?
Yeah, I'll just do that for now.
Generates. Does that generate light?
You do a fire, right? A little flame.
You can light something on fire, you can light a candle or something, but you can't just make a flame. That would be like
Oh,
Yeah.
a candle.
Pretty explained.
Constantine almost certainly has a candle. Oh, but he was at a ball. Probably doesn't have like a school bag or anything.
Yeah.
If I use shocking grasp, can I just light my hand up with electricity?
Oh my god, that's so violent. Just like, here, I've got
Love
you,
it.
taser noises. Like,
Yeah, I mean, like,
Just a roaring ball of lightning.
Malekith
You know
is just
what?
Malekith is just going to pull a card, twirl it, and cast light.
there we go.
Right.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
why not have? Actually, I might have light as well. Wait, just double check. But I mean, if he's already done it, then we're good.
As he does that, you see that there is old, really, really worn braziers dotted along, and they suddenly light.
Oh, well, that was...
Also, I do have light, apparently. My bad.
The light that they light with is vibrant red. Like deep red.
Would you say it's like the color of blood?
Like blood.
No,
Like blood
no.
red?
Blood is more. Blood is like. Unless light hits it the right way, it can almost
Mhm.
appear black. This is.
Yeah.
This is vibrant.
Okay.
Okay.
If nothing immediately leaps out, Eldwin will keep going.
Okay.
Is it a room or
Randuin,
a hallway?
how's our compass?
Randuin is going to take out the compass, look at it, and be like, I don't know if this is good or bad news, but it's pointing in there. Deeper down in there.
Who feels comfortable in fight? Confident in themselves?
Mm,
Oh, I think you know I don't.
That's fine. Achilles,
Considering-
you're a powerhouse.
yes, but okay. So the person who we're tracking, one alumni. We just finished our first year.
Sure. Power imbalance, I understand.
Two. It sounded like she wasn't alone because she told me, find it. She has some people she would quote love me to meet.
Okay. So we're looking at a potential group of people if
Mhm.
your girl is responsible. Which you're assuming it is because you want to find her and the magic
We're
compass
tracking
is
her.
telling you?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Right. I'm not asking because I think we'll be taking them on. I need to know who feels comfortable taking up the rear so that nothing can sneak up on us. So that you
I can do that.
hold off a movement for us.
I can do that.
Randuin will draw his cutlass and just say, I'm more than capable of doing that.
I want you guys to know. In moments like these, it's either fight or fall. And the single moment is what makes the difference. Do not hesitate.
When have you ever known me to hesitate?
You never, but... Well, tell you what, once, when you were stuck in a room full of people, in a ball, slightly different.
I don't
Alright,
wanna be,
I'll take up the front then. Oh,
I don't want to be making anybody feel any kind of way, but this is not what I was looking into getting myself into.
I understand. Now that you're
Uh,
here,
I ain't never been in a fight. I just need you. I just need you all to know that I don't know if I'm gonna be a help or a hindrance. You know.
Constantine, you can handle yourself, whether you're confident in yourself or not. I've seen that. Okay, Aurora, how do you feel in a fight? I expect you're quite competent. Aurora?
She's mulling over something before she turns and says, I am more than capable of handling myself.
Okay. Rista, Malekith, stand together. Focus on watching each other's backs if anything goes wrong. That's it. Don't worry about fighting. Worry about each other. Stand in the middle. Achillea, Randuin, flank. Constantine, Aurora, you'll be up front with me. Let's go.
I'm gonna turn to Malekith. If this isn't what you signed up for, you can leave. I won't force you to be here.
No, I want to be here. I just, I gotta be realistic in what I can and cannot do. I mean, if we come across some dead bodies, I can give you guys some backup. But, beyond that, I ain't got nothing much that I can contribute, no?
I promise, based on the smell, there will be dead bodies.
Okay, well, in that case, I can promise you at least a couple of people helping you out.
That's all we need. Even if it's just to give us time to fall back. Again, I'm not intent on walking into a fight. I'm just prepared for it.
If things get bad, she did say she wanted me to talk to people, so like, I can do that.
Do you think you should take the lead?
Only, I think I might be the wisest decision here.
Come with me then.
Achilles gonna give Randuin his hand to squeeze before joining Elton up at the front.
Constantine, will you make sure that Randuin doesn't get surprised there on his own?
I'll do my best.
You're astute. I'm relying on you.
You have more confidence than I do at this point.
In life or death situations like this, you have to.
Take your word for it.
Lead the way, Achillea. I'll follow you.
This is the worst decision I've made in my life, and Achillea's gonna walk down further in.
Elba will follow.
I think that during this entire ball, Rista has been like holding on to Malekith's arm, like in a very like we're on a date sort of way. I think she actually grabs his hand and holds his hand as they walk down.
He'll keep a hold of your hand. Now, as you guys follow this path, it winds down before opening into a wider cave network. These red torches, as they light up, you see there are 4 branching pathways. One directly to your right, 2 ahead of you forking off, and one which almost seems to duck back behind you and then curve away. Each of them, that red light comes from within them, suggesting you that there are more braziers leading on.
Okay. We
Randuin?
don't split.
Randuin holds up the compass, moves it around a little bit, and he points to, if we're going from 1, 2, 3, 4, he points to number 2, and he's like, says she's down that way.
I mean, we're already this far. It's not fallacy and all that. Maybe stay a bit behind when we get closer.
Let you approach first.
Yeah.
I'll have a shield spell ready. Just a minute.
I don't know how far she is, but let's find out.
So, with that, as you start to move towards that, you will hear a voice. And the voice is going to say, I really did hope that it would be some people who were a bit more substantial. But in the use of a sacrifice, this will do. And then you hear the sound of heavy stone back in the direction that you came from. And the faint little bit of light that was coming from that stairway behind you is eclipsed. And then you start to hear the sound of cracks, bones shifting, and the ground moving. As the dead start to rise. That is where we will end today's session. And I'm going to give you all not a cutscene, but a heads up. Next session, we will not be playing as our characters.
What?
Next session,
No.
I would like you all to take control of your familiars.
Oh god!
Oh, I'm so excited.
No!
Oh, this is gonna be so much fun.
This is gonna be great.
As
Oh my god, it was perfectly set up. It was perfect.
as now your familiars suddenly feel no connection to their masters. Unable to be contacted, unable to be dismissed. You all now know something is deathly wrong. So we're going to be playing as familiars next session, which means that
Man.
we'll have a quick recap before that of how we build the familiars using the advanced familiar settings. Make sure everybody's got everything up to code, and yeah, this will be the first time we play as our familiars running wild. I'm very much looking
first
forward
time?
to it.
Will
It
this
was
be a
perfectly
multi?
set up.
This is so fun. Are
Oh,
we
this
gonna
is
do
going
one
to
more time?
this isn't going to be me playing as your familiar. No, this is going to be
No, of
you
course.
guys
Yeah.
playing as your familiars. It's going to be so
I-
fucking good. I can't wait.
I don't
I
know
do
if
have-
I can do my familiar's voice.
That's okay.
I have a
Do
question,
your best.
Brand.
I'm gonna do something different.
Yes.
Would Achillia feel the eerie token connection get cut off? Too.
Yes, any form of connection you have is completely severed.
Cool.
Fun.
And I'm not
I'm
going to give
so
a cut. I'm not.
excited.
The only cutscene you're going to get is as the door shuts. All of your. It's like that movie thing where something happens and you just have the close-up shots of characters turning their heads. That's all you get of all of the familiars. Oh my god! I'm still going to have to play 3 familiars.
You will, yeah.
Okay, cool. I thought
You
I
gotta
was
figure
doing
out what those guys are like.
No, I know what they're like. Just
Oh my god. This
I
is what's
haven't-
going to actually
I
get
haven't-
Constantine killed by
I
Strahd.
haven't thought of voices for them. That's the difficult thing.
Oh, guys, you thought that Eldwin and Constantine bickered.
Just wait for Abandon.
And Renard.
Abandon and Renard. This is gonna be. We have to go off of the dynamic we've been given so far.
Yep.
I am also going to say this. Unless otherwise stated via the kind of feats and stuff that you get for your familiars in this, your familiars only have access to your cantrips and only your touch-based ones. Unless otherwise stated.
That leaves me.
Oh, I only have
with-
one. Only one
genuinely
line is
don't
touch.
remember what key I took as a familiar. I'm gonna have to double check and see whatever.
Also, my
So
familiar
that's
has her own cantrips and stuff.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Unless otherwise stated, your familiar only has access to your touch-based cantrips.
I don't have any touch-based cantrips.
Well, then you're. I also have a fox. He also has cantrips. We're fine.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. What feat did I take? I gotta figure that out.
Malekith's little pseudo-dragon has a feat that lets him use leveled spells, but only a certain number of times, and they still have to be touch-based. So it's really funny, the idea of him having inflict wounds and just being able to kind of rapidly flap his hands at people and cause necrotic damage. It's really funny
yeah.
to me.
I love that Thane can do acid damage. Or poison damage, I think.
The funniest one I've got here is that Blub can do electricity, can do lightning damage.
That's so funny.
So
oh yeah, my
Blub is Randuin's little
lightning dragon.
the actual creature is a really cool one that I found called a Draxolotl.
I was about to say Draxolotl because I was trying to combine dragon and axolotl in my brain. That's so stupid.
it's supposed to be like a aquatically evolved pseudo dragon, which is just a draconic axolotl, and I was like, yeah, that fits. And then Ludvilla has some fun spells, but you'll see that.
I can't believe her familiars are bad. It's so on the nose.
It's so.
Wait till you see Lucian's. Lucian's is even worse.
Wait, do I know what Lucian?
No, you haven't seen Lucian's.
It's probably like, what else are vampires associated with? Wolves, maybe?
Wolves.
Like, bats, wolves.
It's a wolf. It's a wolf.
He's the lone wolf archetype, too. He's all by himself. And, yeah.
I think the only other familiars you've actually seen is the Hand
Yep.
and the Red Panda.
Yep.
I
but
remember
in-
specifically that Ambrosia had a familiar named Lucifer. I do remember that.
Yeah. So Ambrosia's Red Panda is called Lucifer,
Yes.
Yeah.
and
that's what I meant.
he is everything that Abandon is, except he, instead of being aggressively Bostonian, he's like Liam Neeson in Taken. Just kind of
A
like
red
eyeballs
panda
just
being like, I will find
Right.
you and I
It's
will
like-
kill you.
I have
And
no
it's
idea
perfect
who you
because,
are,
like,
but I will
she's
kill
a
you.
Disney princess.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like, this is literally Rapunzel and her chameleon. What is its name?
Pascal.
Pascal. Yeah.
Perfect.
But not to drag this out any longer, guys, that's where we're going to
Sorry.
end today's session. Thank you very much to all our players, and thank you to everybody for coming to see us today. Do I have any housekeeping I want to say before we go? I don't
Are we gonna
think
do MVPs?
Oh yes, of course. Actually, MVPs for today. As those of you who know, my MVPs will get voted on at the end of every session, and their reward is they get a portrait roll, which they can keep, but they can only keep one. So everybody think on that. Charlie, who would you like to vote for MVP? And feel free to tell us why if you want to.
This is really hard because I feel like everybody here is so like good. You're such a
Yeah.
great cast. And each of you had little moments that like I just really enjoyed throughout the session. Um, I want to give it to Risto. I liked her interactions with Malekith. I liked that how she got a little snarky with it. She was a little, like she really leaned into her character and the way that her character feels and didn't shy away from that. She was great with the dance scene and just I think she's been stellar this session.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. So we have 1 for Rista. What about yourself, Ren?
I think for me, I'd probably say Eldwin. I really like with all of the stuff kind of building up and like out of character. We've been talking about like all of us have been talking about how excited we are for Eldwin to join the Blood and Bone Society more officially. It just with the way that he started to take charge towards the end and is rushing in for the people who he claims to not care about as much. I think it's a really powerful character moment that he's starting to have in this transition, and I appreciate it a lot. I like watching it.
So we also have 1 for Eldwin. Thank you very much, Ren. Dan?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna throw a wrench in and I'm gonna say Achillea because we've seen her always be very composed, and in this one we kind of got to see them be a little bit shaken, and I like seeing the more dimensions to the character. So it's up to you, Brad. You gotta be the tiger.
Vote for yourself.
I still need to hear from Gina.
Oh, that's true.
I, in fact, will be a tiebreaker because I am also going to vote Eldwin. Because Eldwin, I think I also agree with Ren, he had just a lot of great character moments this session. I think, like, first off, just him kissing Kaladin was a highlight episode for me. But also, like, just him, like, he's learning to confide more in people. Like, he had that moment of honesty with Kaladin. He, like, admitted to Rista that he cared about her and they were friends. And, like, when Achillea and Constantine needed him, he immediately went. Like, I think it's, like, we see a lot of, like, of course, we know that Eldwin's growing as a character, but we really get to see it in his actions this episode, and it was really sweet.
Yeah.
I was also going to be a tiebreaker because I was also going to say Eldwin. It was really, really cool interactions, really, really good shows of development and character arcing, which is really, really good. I really, really enjoyed it. So yeah, that was going to be on. So there we are. Eldwin, if you want to roll your d20 and see what you get.
Thanks, guys. I'd like to thank the Academy, first of all.
Literally, thank the Academy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, exactly. I'd like to thank the Academy. And you know what? I like that. It's a 10. Dab smack in the middle.
Okay.
I like it. Could save what someone from a nat 1 could save somebody from a nat 20. Either way, you're
Yeah,
kind of covered.
right.
I like it.
Right.
Yeah, you got
And
covered.
if it's, if it's an ability where they have a minus, yeah, apply that and they'll go below 10.
Yeah,
If it's ability
like
where they
that.
have a plus, that's good too. Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
like
just
that.
make sure
That's a
to
10.
make sure
Good
to
one.
mark somewhere that you have a portent roll for a 10. And
Yes.
that is going to leave us there. If you like what you've seen here today, folks, please do go and check out our social medias. Check out our other campaigns as well. They're all great. They're all fantastic. Maybe they don't have the players running around playing as familiars, but they have their own quirks and amazing little intricacies. So go and check them out. They're all fantastic. We are on every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We're on every day except Tuesday. That's the best way to put that. If you'd like to see what I do personally, you can go check out all of my social medias. They are all now under the same banner. Oops, all brands. It's so cool. I now don't have to spell Asgard with like double R and stuff like that. It's weird. It was weird. But now I'm Oops All Brands everywhere, and you can see all the stuff that I do. And I'm going to start posting more, I promise. I just got back from my honeymoon. Give me a day or two. But now I'm going to pass over my players and let them plug themselves and all the great things that they do. So, Gina, anything you would like to plug at all?
Nothing else at the moment other than welcome to the Academy here every Sunday. As many Sundays as we can do.
Thank you very much for that, Gina. What about yourself, Charlie? Anything you'd like to plug?
Yes, I would love to. So I play in another campaign here with Dan called Tides of Chaos. It is a whole lot of fun. We're tying up some loose ends right now in regards to personal character arcs. But the next big thing that we're going to do here is take on Davy Jones, who has been the bad guy over our shoulders since we were like level 12. Like, he was introduced a while back. We are level 18 now. So it is time for this smackdown against him. We are building up to it, so this is a really good time to come in, get to see characters in their softer moments before you see them in action. So our next session, though, is unfortunately a little bit away. We're looking at August 22nd to be our next session, so we'll be out for the next couple weeks. Life happens, and you know what? That's okay, because like at this point I'm gonna tattoo it on my body, but troubles are temporary. D&D is forever.
We've gotten to the point with Tides of Chaos where we're like, do you know what? We're gonna play when we play, right? We're gonna try for every Friday we can get, but we play when we play, and it still feels good. Thank you very much for that, Charlie. What about yourself, Ren? Anything you would like to plug at all?
I mean, other than here on whatever Sundays we get with Welcome to the Academy, and when the Dragon Age campaign's going on Saturdays, y'all should be there. I hear there may be a slow burn going on, so if that's your thing, you should head on over there. And apart from that, I think in about 2 or 3 weeks, my other stream's going to be starting up again with a mini campaign, so that'll be fun as we lead an entire continent into a 1,000-year-long winter.
Thank you very much for that. Go and check that out. That sounds fantastic. Last and most certainly not least, Dan, anything you would like to plug at all?
Absolutely not. Just here and TOC and trying to get my camera to not turn off every 5 seconds. I think it's just collectively all the attractiveness in our group. It's just a little bit too much for the computer to handle. It has to shut down.
I hear that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for that, Dan. If that's it for my players and that's it from me, well then that's it from us. Thanks for coming to see us today, folks. I've been your DM of Doom, Oops All Brands, or World Tree Quest here on Twitch and YouTube. And with me today we have had Charlie 182.0, we have had Gina Donahue, we've had Changeling Rogue, and we've had Just Dan. From all of us here at World Tree Quest, good night, stay safe. Every now and again, let your pets be the main characters. You never know, one of them might shiv someone. And also, do not pull a finny, guys. Good night, folks. Good